Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Mr. Johnny, and today it's time to be honest. It's time to be serious here, and we're gonna be talking about Madden 23, or in just Madden in general. So everything I'll review here is going to be for the PS5 and the latest Xbox, right? So that's just disclaimer there. Let's hop into the issues and why Madden is just, it's over with. Okay, so one, I'm gonna really try to make this without being angry, but Madden 23, dude. If you typed in Madden 23 on Google right now, you're gonna get an ad from EA directly that says Madden NFL 23 is a hit. Everyone loves Madden NFL 23, and then right next to it, you're gonna see the Google review, 1.8. I mean, Google's harsh, and on Steam, I think they have like a 2.5 or whatever. But dude, stop with the games. This just goes to prove that EA does not give a fluff about, and they know what they're doing, and they don't care, bro. And I'm done. Like, this is it. These last 3 years, and mind you, I don't think a good Madden has come out since Madden 12. But the last 3 years, it has been them spitting in the fans' face and then laughing about it. So current issues, and trust me, I'm not gonna cover them all. I'm probably gonna forget, but these are current issues right now as I'm making this video with the game. Franchise mode, resetting you after a draft. They're calling it the draft glitch, right? If you're in season 3, season 4, and you do a draft, you run the chance of it setting you all the way back to the beginning of the draft after you finish the draft, or all the way to the season 1 draft, which Mr. Hurricane has encountered, Bingle has encountered, all these YouTubers, all these content creators have encountered it. I haven't personally encountered it, but I have encountered these common freaking issues, like these glitches where nothing gets saved. You upgrade, you change numbers, you edit players' uniforms and gadgets and stuff that they're wearing, like their helmets. You upgrade them when they have upgrades. You trade, you make a trade. You do anything, and it doesn't save it, and it resets it all. Your scouting is effed up. Okay, like it's not saving your scouting, or if you're doing your private workouts, it's not the salary cap not resetting, not doing it what it should do. Stat lines not being saved. Alright, I just made it into season 3 of the MFL. I'm way ahead of everybody, and I'm done with it. I'm gonna roll out what I have, and we're gonna talk about that. But stats aren't there. Some disappear, especially for kickers, which I know, okay, maybe a kicker isn't that important, but it is to me, because I love football. I love every aspect of it. In season 3 of my MFL franchise, no team had a kicker on their roster. I have quarterbacks wearing 20, the number 20, 21, 31, 30, in the 30s. Well, you wonder why? Because they implemented wide receivers having, quarterback numbers, because that's what they're doing now in the NFL, right? But they implemented it broken in Madden. That's what they do. EA, I hate you. I really do. I hate EA. I hate them. All right, anyways, we're gonna cool down, okay? I'm very passionate about football. I love football. I love it, man. And I grew up playing Madden because, well, that was the only football game I had access to. And back in the day, on the PS2 days, I used to think Madden was good. Now, it's so bad to where I can't make content on it anymore. I'm done. I'm calling it quits. I'm hanging up the cleats. The Madden content cleats. It's done for me. Despite all the bugs and glitches, we're gonna talk about the bugs and glitches. We're not gonna talk about how the game is just bad, same Super Bowl celebration the last 10 years, or the same Tua throwing right-handed, and all the wings on the planes backwards, all the little dumb stuff which, mind you, is important, but that's not what the video would be way too long if I just focused on everything. I gotta cut it up here. But what really pisses me off is the fact that EA is calling this the greatest Madden yet. Look at that, notable active play, and this is just from the Super Bowl. There was no images, no nothing, right? Same commentary team for the last 10 years. Anyways, let's focus on the glitches. Ultimate Team, I don't play Ultimate Team, but they're on strike from buying packs or something. The game is broken. Let's talk about the glitch with the aggressive catch. 100%, there is a glitch that gives you 100% catching chance if you do it a certain way. That is game breaking. I personally wouldn't take advantage of that because I play offline CPU, but it's broken, man. It's broken. Coverage, the gameplay aspect is decent, but let's talk about interception rate, man. Let's talk about interceptions, dude. It's not realistic. You know, the O-line, in my opinion, worse than it's been ever. I don't care. It's not up for debate. It's embarrassing to see how the O-line performs. Let's talk about how franchise is just, it's broken in almost every way. It's unfortunate. If you can't escape anything if you're a franchise player. Okay, all these glitches that I named, they're online issues. So then you go offline. So what's the offline issue? Well, the offline issue is the worst one. If you play offline, as soon as you get to year 4 and beyond, eventually you're gonna get a corrupted file and lose your franchise forever and never be able to access it again. That happens 100% of the time. And you wanna know how long that's been in here? At least to my knowledge, since Madden 21. So 3 Maddens in, and that's still a glitch. Could you imagine being a person who doesn't really mess with the internet? You know, you're not online gaming, you just want to buy a copy of Madden so you can play your classic franchise like it's always been, and you physically can't play for 4 years or more because and you lose access. That's what happened to my Carolina Panthers walkthrough. If you guys ever, you know, way back in the day, I tried to do a Carolina Panthers and it was offline file because I thought that was the safest way to play, and I lost everything. It's still in the game. Let's talk about the glitch here when you're watching the game. Okay, if it's an aspect in the game, it should be working properly, where you can do CPU versus CPU, but then it glitches out and you get stuck watching the whole game. If you're gonna implement it, it should be working. This has a glitch, and it's been in Madden since 17, since you could do this, since they implement it, and they just don't address it. They don't care. They say, nah, this, and on top of that, man, at the beginning of the year, they said that this was going to be the most stable Madden to be released. And here we are, it's the opposite of that. It's actually the worst. You also have the online franchise. If you're trying to do multiple, you know, friends, trying to do an online, a CFM with a 32 team user, there's a glitch where it kicks out the last guy and you have to restart the franchise, I'm pretty sure, for that. Or just the constant where it's kicking you out for inactivity. So anytime you're in the menu and you're not physically playing in the game, you're on a time limit. So if you're addressing your roster, if you're thinking about making a trade, if you're scouting the draft, all that, you're gonna eventually get kicked out, and anything you did probably didn't get saved. And so you're gonna have to go back and do all of it again. I had to make a trade 3 times for it to finally get saved in my online franchise, in the MFL. And these are game-breaking issues, man. And then, of course, the worst one, and it's happened to a lot of people, you know, you read online, you read on Reddit, you read these things, even content creators come across it. But it's the resetting to a previous year. Some, in worst cases, sending you all the way back to year 1. And this is the most stable they can give us. I hadn't had any issues with any of the glitches or bugs, but then as I put time in, here come the glitches slowly creeping in, and then they patch it, and it's worse. For me personally, I don't know about anyone else, but this last patch that they just put out has made it worse for franchise mode. My stuff isn't getting saved more. I'm having to do things, anything I do, I'm having to do it multiple times for it to get saved. Like, dude. So I'm done, man. Don't get the game. Don't. If for some reason you waited and you're a smart man, continue to be smart and don't get the game. The honeymoon phase is over. This is exactly what I think. I've had my hands on. I have over 100 hours in the game now. This is what I think of the game, and I advise you not to get it. All right. Just want to make that clear. I don't support EA, and I'm done with Madden. All right. There's so many more glitches and bugs. I know I did, you know, for everyone out there saying you missed this or missed that. There's so many there's so many, dude. There's so many, and I didn't cover them all. Just the little stuff, like when you have a scenario pop up, and you know, you're talking to a guy in his uniform. He's wearing the opposite. He's wearing another team's uniform because that was the original team he was playing for, or you know, just stuff like that. And then talk about the not saving stuff. When you get a dev upgrade, sometimes it doesn't save that. I've actually had that happen to me a couple of times where I'm having to give my player the dev that he won or another player. Like, it's just bad. It's just bad. And stats not saving. Oh, let's talk about the stats in general. The simulation part of franchise of Madden is so bad, dude. The stats aren't real. They're not even close to being simulation realistic at all. No quarterback can do bad. Not one quarterback. You're never gonna see a quarterback have bad QB stats in your franchise. Your slot wide receivers are always going to be leading in the receiving yards. So you're going to see wide receivers who aren't really like a no-name having fantastic years because they're playing in the slot. Tight ends are still abusable. It's just the same thing, bro. I'm gonna get off here. That's all I got. I feel like this is the worst for stability Madden's ever been, and that's saying a lot. Fluff off, EA.